See, I have 3 inner awakening participants with me who are using the power of manifesting powerful cognitions in the breath dimension. One of the ways in which you can play in the breath dimension is, let's say, I am a person who draws something and I hide that. I hide the sheet of paper, my other 2 partners cannot see it at all. I'm sitting in a group of 3. Then, whoever is the third eye reader, that means the person who's initiated into an awakened third eye, he will, using the third eye of another person, be able to see what I am hiding, literally under me in a folded piece of paper. Now, I'm not going to elaborate further. I will allow the 3 inner awakening participants to come and share on their own. They have been playing with other powers. For example, being able to manifest powerful cognition for remote vision. Then moving on to the breath dimension. Now I'd like them to come and share about the breath dimension power. It's a very simple example, but done in a way that can be very well validated. So please do come ahead. I'd like all 3 of you to come together. Yes, I'm going to have our inner awakening participants share. They're all doing IA for the very first time. And despite it being the first time, they've been a unique batch that got initiated into the power of mind reading and now even manifesting powerful cognitions. They're also getting to witness the making of a very powerful Aushadha, the Jnananjana Aushadha, and of course, even the Putra Kamishti Aushadha, but that's going to be much later. But at least you were here when the announcement was done. That's great. So why don't you get started, Aya?
My name is Sachin Nima and I am from Mumbai. I was the person who drew a particular shape. I drew a bus and hid it from the other 2 participants.
My name is Yogendra Sharma and I am from Gurgaon or Gurugram. I was the third eye reader and I was reading through his third eye.
My name is Bhalchandra Gandhi. I am from Rajkot, IA. I just saw.
Let me explain how. Yeah. For example, he is a person. Now listen very carefully. They are a group of 3 people who are playing with the power of manifesting a powerful cognition. All of them are third eye initiated. Can I have your paper, please? All right, great. See, they've been playing with multiple powers. This has been one of the sharings that they've come here to do. So what he did was, he drew a little bus. Okay? And he's made it really tiny, if you can see. Are you all able to zoom in? Just take a look at it. He's drawn a shape of a bus. And then he's folded it nicely and sat under it. None of them were able to see this at all. You guarantee? Yes? All right, great. Now, in this simple example itself, I'll tell you what happens. He is a third eye reader. That means he's going to look, just remember Swamiji in his third eye, and he's going to look at you. The power of oneness he is experiencing with Swamiji is enough for your third eye to understand what he has drawn and hidden under him. That is why what he shared is, in the first go itself, he got it that it was a bus. He actually drew it. He drew it out here. Can you see this? Same tiny little shape, same little wheels over there. First go he got it. This is in the 4th round, guys. We're only sharing one small example. Now, for him, the person who was actually remembering Swamiji in the third eye and looking at him, see, this whole process took how many minutes? Tell me. 2 minutes? 1 minute? Okay, in that 1 minute, this is the shape that he was sitting and drawing, because he is trying to look at what he is hiding under him through the power of his third eye. But remember, you're not using your third eye. You are just connecting it with him. And through that, whatever you are able to see, he should also be able to see. Ultimately, you both need to find out what he is hiding under him.
Yeah, what I could clearly see was there were 2 cuboids at both ends connected by a rectangle.
Yes.
And if you see his example,
it is the exact shape the way he has done. 2 cuboids connected by
so
rectangle.
here you do see these cuboids here, you know.
Yes.
So there were cuboids over there.
But what is very funny is, that you wrote it as a cuboids and connected by rectangle, but he drew it as a bus.
Yeah, exactly.
In the first go.
Yes.
Just like that.
See, what do we understand over here? Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, Riji. Yes, Riji. Yes, Riji.
Powers are not separate from life. Sadashva gives power with the blessing of the Evam Kainanya Vedostina Karma Lipyavinare Jagatguru Sama means reside with all the pleasures for hundreds of years.
Yes.
With that blessing only he gives the power.
Yes.
So how they can manifest this? How they can use all these powers and live with all the happiness for hundreds of years?
Yes. See, I'll give you a classic example. What Swamiji was just sharing with us is, and all three of you can remain here. See, what the people need to understand, after all, three grown-up adults. One is sitting, drawing the image of a bus and sitting on it, and the other two are saying, hey, using the power we are manifesting. But ultimately, how are you going to apply manifesting a powerful cognition in your life? See, now, during the course of inner awakening, many of you have shared many things with me, right? One of the most popular things is got to do with money, recovering it and making it. Now, for example, when you shared certain concerns about how to recover certain money, which has been spread out across people, let's say, how shall we use the power of manifesting powerful cognition in this? You know very clearly, let's take your example, okay? You know very clearly that a certain amount of money is owed to you. The opposite person is not willing to give. Correct? Now, how do you use this power, manifesting a powerful cognition, to recover that money? Very simple. You are initiated by Swamiji. You have a third eye, yes? Let's say that opposite person, does he have a family? Yes. He's got a family. Okay, great. I'll tell you a very cool way, very fun way. Say he's their husband, wife, they've got a family, and you have loaned them the money, all right? Just understand the way he was able to look at their third eye. Whether they are initiated, not initiated, does not matter at all. Whether that person is initiated, not initiated, doesn't matter at all. What you need, money has got to be recovered, right? Yes. Practical example, what you can do now, using the power of your third eye, connecting with the third eye of at least one of the people over there, say the spouse, connecting with the third eye of the spouse. The sankalpa that you make now, how do you make the declaration? Based on what? Based on the oneness you are experiencing with Swamiji, because of which you have this remote vision and various powers. Yes. Connecting with the third eye of that person and just directly saying, hey, let you understand the consequences of not giving it back. Let you understand within how many days you have to give it back before I take very strict action. Giving almost, see, you can even show them the kind of actions you will take. It will scare the life out of people. You are not using this to scare humanity. You are using this so that they are not able to cheat you. Yes. At least in your case, it's a crucial thing. Yes. Understanding. It's very crucial. And no matter what you have done, the person is not listening. But your friend has got listening towards his wife. I told you that even before. Yes. If there is one person who he listens to, it is a wife. But how are you going to talk to her? Talking is going to cut it? No. It is not going to do anything. It will not happen also. It is not going to happen. Connecting with the third eye to her so that she is very powerfully able to show him, hey, listen, I've already seen this. We are in extreme trouble. We better give back the money. Actually, it will be much more than her conveying it. She will be able to show it to him, even as a dream itself. See, I'm taking out a little bit of an extreme example because of the kind of situation you described, where money was given out to someone and the person is not willing to give it back to you. God knows how many of us are stuck in such situations. Understand, whole of US, the biggest problem that we have is debt, mortgage, or giving people as loans and not recovering it back. Then what is the use of telling you've got this power, that power? Even you are going to get frustrated. Now, possibility has got to see. Last time when we looked at this case, I told you he has got listening. The person to who you lend the money, he has got listening only with the spouse. When they've got listening only to the spouse, male, female, that doesn't matter. But the whole point is when you are connecting with your third eye and literally saying, hey, this is the sankalpa I'm making, better give it back. Otherwise, the kind of consequences that you are relating, she will be able to ditto, word by word, describe it to the person. He will trust only her. Yes, the same way he was able to say, see, you only drew half of that thing. You basically drew two cuboids connected with a rectangle. But he saw it exactly. So you are connecting with the spouse, but it is that person who starts saying, oh God, I just had this vision that, if I don't pay him back, I'm going to get caught by the police. I'm going to have disciplinary action. I will lose my family. I will lose this, that, etc. Are you understanding? Even though he only drew the two cuboids with a rectangle, he got it exactly, you see. The person who needs to get the message will get the message. You are connecting with the wife, but who do you want to get the message? The person who took the money from you. It is simple as that. Now that is an immediate action. See, with how much confidence he is always saying, hey, I saw it now, I just saw it then and there. He is repeating that 2-3 times, you see.
After the practice of few times, after manifesting few times, simply they will know for sure precise informations. It is just not even practicing, getting comfortable with the power, intuition. See, always inside your inner space, your self-doubt and power fights with each other. That fight has to come down. That comes down if you are manifesting the power few more times. Few more manifestation, the SDHD feels tired and gives up. That's all I am calling manifesting. Wow. And tiring the SDHD is what need to happen by your continuous few times of manifestation. Then the precise bank account and the number in the bank balance and all will appear, ma. Precisely it will appear. So you will not even have a doubt. A clear golden letter number will appear. See, fundamentally, Sadashiva gives all these powers with a blessing, with all the richness, live for a long, and that kind of a luxuriousness only made us moral and dharmic in our tradition. See, even the worst persons, worst villains described in our Puranas, if you see, they will be so highly integrated. Like Gandhari. You call Gandhari a villi, the mother of all these villains. But see her integrity to her husband. She gave up both the eyes. Giving up eyes is not a joke, ma. Just put the blindfold and walk around for 10 days, then you will understand how difficult it is for the sake of husband doing. It is not that she chose him. She was forced on. He was forced on him, on her. You understand? She was won over in the war and brought and handed over to Dhritarashtra. It's not that Dhritarashtra's manliness, he went and won over the war and then seeing that manliness she fell in love. No, it is Bhishma's manliness. Understand? But the moment she decides, he is my husband, and the moment she decides to be integrated to him, see the kind of integrity. So understand, our ancestors had this kind of integrity because of too much of power, and too much of power made them live too much of luxuries. There was no need to cheat. We are not from desert civilization where we need to constantly be cheating. Understand? We are such luxurious through power we've manifested so much of wealth, technology, lifestyle, above all, grand infrastructures. If you see the documentation of the houses and the cities, Vyasa documents and records, you cannot actually imagine if that was not existing. See, if you see an elephant with one trunk, you can imagine elephant with a two trunk. But you can't imagine if you have never seen elephant even with one trunk. So, existence and imagination has only certain level of pulling and pushing. The length and the breadth. You can't have a breadth which never exists in the length. Understand? So even if you discount poetic component of the Vyasa and Puranas, what, even after the discount, what remains is too mind-blowing. Our ancestors had this kind of luxuries and the huge infrastructures because of power manifestation. And that is the reason they were so moral, dharmic. So much of dharmic. And if you see the whole Mahabharata's adharma quality, the quantity and quality of the adharma is 1/10 of the today's TV serial adharma shown. See, the quantity and quality of the adharma shown in the modern day TV serial, it is 1/10 only in the whole adharma shown in the Mahabharata and Ramayana. Even the worst villain, Saguni, cannot equate a modern day TV. Even the worst villains shown in Mahabharata, their cunningness, strategies, conspiring capacity cannot be equated to modern day one TV serial's comedy villain. Forget about the real villain, comedy villain. Because of too much was available, we were not that cunning. We were so dharmic and so moral, so pride about our moral and dharmic and sensitive lifestyle. So now, all we need to do is manifesting these powers in our day-to-day life. In our day-to-day life. Plan for that. Work for that. Think for that.